Right guys, welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to earn skill points very quick. You roughly get 10 every minute to 90 seconds depending on if you know locations of certain things. We're going to go into detail as the video progresses. But you want to make sure that you've got a Forza Edition car that has any form of skills boost. I like to use the BMW M6, which is what I'm currently in, and that's because it has a drift skills boost, and that is going to be quite important to have that specific skill boost. So what we're going to do is we're going to fast travel to the Greendale Airstrip, which if I show you on the map is up here. So if we fast travel there now, and when you're here there are a few things to bear in mind. That when you're building up a skill chain, drifting up and down is fine, but there is other things you can do to increase your skill combo, like your score, a lot quicker than just drifting. So if we drive back up here quickly, you can see here on the left hand side of where I am now there's a couple of bins. If we drive into one of the bins, you should get, there we go, bin man, you get 1,300 and you get wrecking ball. So that is a quicker way, obviously drifting as well, because this car has the drift skills boost. You'll see that if we do a drift all the way around here, it doesn't matter if it's a normal drift or an E-drift. But when you get to ultimate, you get 1,800, so drifting is pretty good. And then if we come up to here, these little barriers, if you drive into them when the skill chain stops again. Right, so you can see on the screen there, by crashing into these, you get road open, that's 1,300. And then if you drift into any obstacle, it also comes up with sideswipe. As you can see there, we've got 1,949 points for it. So when you're drifting, make sure you're smashing into things like your sideswipe and stuff. By knocking over loads of fences, you get landscaping. There's loads of different bonuses you can get, as well as your standard drifting skill chains. And the good thing about this car is it goes up to a ×7 multiplier. And if we carry on building the chain up, I'm going to show you the optimal score you want to get the skill points the fastest way possible. So if we just keep drifting around, gonna get a nice little side swipe there, gonna try and get the road open, and then keep coming back up, we'll go for another road open, and keep drifting. We're at 60,000, and what you want to do, be careful when you're doing this, because that train does cross them tracks, and if you hit it, you're going to lose your combo. Right, we're going to stop now, because anything over 72,000 × 7 is completely irrelevant. You don't need to get anything over. Around 72,000 × 7 is going to be about 500,000, a little bit over. And that is the optimal score you want to get from your skill chains. I know mine's still going up. But anything over, you're not going to get any extra skill points. The maximum you can get from one skill chain is 10. And 72,000 × 7 roughly is going to get you 10. You can see on the screen now 8, 9, 10. So that's 10 skill points earned. You get a load of influence from it as well. And before you do any of it, make sure you go to your car mastery and you unlock all of the perks. This one will help, but I haven't unlocked it just because I've done this so many times. I know where to be careful when I'm drifting and stuff. But this one, normally when you collide into something, so if you hit a solid brick wall, you're going to lose your skill chain. But this extra life perk will allow you to hit 2 obstacles that are solid before losing your skill chain. But get all the rest of them, because you can see here you get 10% more influence when you're doing skills driving in a convoy. Your skill multiplier builds much faster when a skill song's being played, and that goes up to ×10. So you'll only need about 51,000 if a skill song's playing. All of these help. This one increases your multiplier so that it can go up to 7. And this one makes your skill chain end a second later, so you get that little bit of extra time to carry on doing skills to keep your skill chain going. And another good thing to note about doing it on the airstrip is if we get a tiny little combo going, I'm not going for another 71,000 or 72,000. I don't know the exact score, but don't go over 72,000. So this will do. And to make it even quicker, so that you can do it within the minute to 90 seconds, if you come up to here, if I can control the car, if you enter the drag strip event and then just back out, it banks your skill chain instantly, so you get the points. You don't have to risk crashing or sit there for 20 seconds whilst it banks. It banks instantly when you start an event. Come to the airstrip, get the road opens, get the side swipes, the wrecking balls, get all the different combos, build them all up. Remember, don't get past 72,000 times 7. It's pointless. You don't get any extra skill points for it. And if you want to bank them fast and get back into it so that you've got a more efficient skill chain build up, then start the event, the drag event that's behind us up at the top of the airstrip, and then come straight back out of it and it'll bank instantly. And when you're drifting up here, do not forget that the train does come across the tracks. So make sure you don't crash into it or you will lose that multiplier, although if you have the perk for extra life, you can crash into one thing and won't lose your skill chain. So that's going to be the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.